should we talk about the movie now, or
No,
should
we
we
have
talk
to
about
finish-
out of season 3?
We have to talk about season 3.
Okay.
Wait, no, we should... I forgot that the order is wrong. Yeah, we have to talk about the movie.
Yeah, we watched it out of order. We watched the movie after season 3. But I think the movie is like the worst part of this entire series. I've thought about it for like a day, and I'm like, wow, this movie was actually terrible.
Why was there a dragon?
Okay, so at first in the movie, I was like, ooh, this is a cool mystery. What's the fog? What's up with the fog?
I thought it was gonna be like Bird Box at first. I'm pretty sure I said that to you when I was watching it for the first time.
But like, I was excited. I thought this would be a cool mystery that they would solve. But then they just showed Dazai with the bad guys, and like, oh, I know it already. Okay.
You knew immediately Dazai wasn't on their side?
Well, I just knew what the mystery was. I knew what the villains wanted. They wanted to take all the crystals or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I knew that the abilities were attacking the ability users.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, now it's just going to be a long fight scene and stuff. And are you aware of the term jumping the shark? Have you heard that before?
No.
It's basically when a show or like a movie tries to just like make the stakes higher or make it more interesting, but the things that they do to do that are just like really dumb. Like in this show or in this movie, they have the dragon scene, which I think that's just okay. So Dazai and the Russian guy, they're like, okay, we're gonna stop this. But the Russian guy's actually planning stuff.
Yeah.
Like Dazai touches the crystals and then makes a big ball of light. And then the Russian guy's like, oh, a plot twist, I'm actually the mastermind behind all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
It's not Santa Claus. It's me.
and then the ball of light that was formed by Dazai touching the crystals turns into a dragon.
Yeah.
And then Chuya fights the
They
dragon.
said it's what all the abilities into one becomes. Just like Ostushi, because his ability is like that too. And they're equivalent to each other.
But then wasn't it just Chuya fighting the dragon? Did anyone else fight the dragon?
No.
Yeah, that is what jumping the shark is. It's just creating a dragon out of nowhere for one person to fight.
Yeah.
And it doesn't add anything to the story.
Chuya just defeated the dragon though, I'm pretty sure. Like he stuck
Yeah.
like that building inside of him. And then I guess it exploded? I don't remember what happened to it, but it just didn't show up again.
It's like...
Why was there even a dragon?
I feel like people might say, oh, but you like the end of Evangelion where Rei turns
That's
into
not the same
God
thing, though.
and rises out of the ground and she's a giant. But
Those are two different things.
in Evangelion, the point isn't that Rei is God.
Yeah.
The point is that Shinji is going to do stuff that is important to the story. In this movie, the point is that there is a dragon. There's nothing else about it. It's just a dragon that they have to fight.
Yeah.
And it's just dumb. And then yeah, in my notes I wrote down, why is there a dragon? And then
I mean, they explained how the dragon got there, and it makes, like, they made it make sense.
It makes sense in the story, but it's like, why are they doing this? This doesn't do anything.
Like, I understand what... No, it was really funny when the girl who was working for the government at the end was like, I'll go, I still don't understand what really happened.
And then he explains it, and she falls asleep, and I was like, yeah, me too.
But before he explained it, he was also like, I'm not really sure what happened either. Like, that's me and you at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, something else that was kind of weird was, like, why was that girl, like, worried about Chuya, like, they knew each other? Like, we had never seen her before. Let me explain. So, first she was just like, if you do that,
She's the government lady, right?
Yes.
That's who you're talking about.
If you do that, you'll never come back. And that's just like, oh yeah, basic humans looking out for each other, you know? But then, like, she was talking to Ongo while he was about to, like, go out and use his corrupted form. And Ongo was like, yeah, he'll die. And then she was like, oh no! And I was like, why do you care? We've
Who are
never
you,
seen...
woman? Who are you?
Like, she seemed really sweet, but, like, her and Chuya literally had no scenes other than that we know of.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think they knew each other either, because, like, Chuya was just like, aren't you that chick I saw earlier? Like, that's the first thing he said to her. Okay, can I say something that I like about the movie, though?
Okay.
Okay. So, I guess I kind of liked, like, the suspense of the door thing with Astushi. Like, that guy didn't know that he died, and, like, he was like, that was the moment I used my claws or something, but, like, he was really sad about killing someone.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay. And then I also like the scene where, like, Dase was like, you went into battle using your corrupted form, hoping that I would save you. Or, like, he just said something like Dase said that, and he was like, how beautiful, and, like, he touched Dase's face. But that's just me shipping people,
Yeah.
okay? No, but it was really adorable and cute. And he was like, you went into battle knowing that I would save you, how beautiful, and then he touched his face. You see it, too!
And then...
You can't disregard what I just said.
Okay.
No! Why are you blinking? That's terrifying.
The next note I have is about the climax of the movie. I wrote, why is he the devil now? Like,
he just had this big crystal coming out of his forehead.
Like, I didn't even know what was happening at that point. Like, he
just came back.
Did he die? And then the Russian guy did something,
dead.
and then he became the devil. And then the main climax moment, the climax of the climax, is Atsushi and the devil guy. They're grabbing their hands and they just like growl at each other.
Rawr. And he's like, I know why I exist. It's because you saved me.
Okay.
That's what he said.
And his I just thought it was dumb. I laughed. I thought the part with Rompo at the end was funny. He's like, oh, I don't have an ability, so I got back here fine, or something.
I like the part where the blonde glasses guy at the end, he's like, hey, I see you blockheads are still alive.
Uh-huh.
That was funny.
The villains in this movie are like bad as usual for this show. Their intentions are pretty unclear.
The dragon is the best villain.
The dragon wasn't on the tier list. Why was the dragon not on the tier list? I would have put it in S
dragon
tier.
is the best character of this show.
Oh my god.
Stan the dragon. Also, okay, so this is not really about the movie, but it's about Chuya.
Okay.
Why did they basically say he was a god, and then they never talked about that again?
Oh, yeah. That was in the backstory episodes in season 3, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are we gonna talk about season 3 now?
Not yet. The villains in the movie are bad as usual. They have...
Oh, I forgot that's the audio. I'll use sunglasses.
They have some weird motivations. They're like, we're gonna purify the world. We're gonna kill everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, why?
All the villains are suicidal. Except for the Port Mafia people.
But like,
like, they're all driven by saying stuff like, living has no meaning.
Yeah, they just have like weird, edgy philosophies that make them want to kill everyone. Not good villains. Like, if you want to kill everyone, you have to have a reason.
Yeah.
That's like
if you're gonna kill people, have a good reason.
Like Thanos.
Yeah.
He is one of the best villains ever, and he literally wants to kill half the entire universe.
Yeah.
And he's good because
there
he
were literally
understands what he's doing.
There were literally times where like, oh wait, is he right? But then I was like, no, he's not. Like, there were literally moments where Thanos would like kind of convince you though, don't you think so? But then you're like, no.
Yeah.
But like, that proves he's a good villain, right?
But in this movie, it's just like, the villains are like, I'm gonna kill everyone in the world because I'm edgy.
No, but like, normally with villains, like, okay, so here's a moment, for example, when Captain Marvel started destroying Thanos' ships in Endgame, and Thanos, like, looked scared and, like, sad. Like, moments like that with villains, even though they are horrible people, it makes me feel bad for them. Like, I literally felt sad in that moment. I was like, oh no, he looks like he's about to cry. And I'm like, why do you care? I need to stop slapping myself with sunglasses. Okay, but, like, I don't know, that happens to me a lot, like with villains. I'm like, no, they deserve to feel sad. They were just trying to kill the entire human race. But like in Bungo Stray Dogs, I didn't really feel that for any villains at all.
I didn't get that with any of the villains in this
Yeah.
show. Yeah, I thought the movie was really dumb.
Yeah.
I think I put it as I'd give it like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. It was just really bad. It's definitely the worst out of the entire series, but somehow is rated higher than the first season. The first season is actually the lowest rating out of anything Bungo Stray Dogs.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it is whack.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said something about the Port Mafia. I don't remember what you said, but it got me thinking about something that I was thinking about. So.
I can't. Okay, well, think about that. I'm gonna try to drink the last drop of lemonade and we'll... Did that help you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
So
it actually did?
I wasn't actually.
I just need to do that to everyone that needs to remember stuff now. Okay.
You didn't need to do that. I already remembered it, but thank you.
No problem. Okay.
So I think it would have been more interesting if we had like a reason why the people in the Port Mafia are in the Port Mafia. Oh no.
Keep on talking, I can handle this. Oh my god. No, don't fall into the hole. I mean the couch hole. No specific holes.
Anyways, like Dazai is in the Port Mafia, but do they say why Dazai was in the Port Mafia? Like, is there any
because
reason?
he didn't really care.
But like, so he really
They never
could've...
showed how he joined, though.
Yeah, so he really could have just not been in the Port Mafia
He just
since he
didn't
doesn't care.
I mean, like, I bet the reason he even joined is probably just because he was bored. Or maybe he was born into it.
But yeah, there's no, like, interesting reasons.
Why didn't they show any backstory on how he joined the Port Mafia in the first place?
That's
Stop falling!
That's my main problem with, like, the backstory episodes. They don't actually say anything interesting about Dazai. Except that he doesn't care, apparently.
Stop.
I
think the reason he doesn't really care is because he doesn't really want to live at all. Like, he doesn't, like, really care what he does with his life, because he just doesn't think that life has any meaning.
Okay, so I thought, the reason why he wanted to commit suicide all the time was because he was, like, guilty of being in the Port Mafia, but when he was in the Port Mafia,
that obviously wasn't the reason.
He also wanted to commit suicide, so I was just like, okay...
Why didn't they show any backstory on why he wants to commit suicide? Okay, there was this one part where, okay, so you know that friendship between Mongo, him and that guy, and Dazai?
Yes.
Like, he said, when their friendship was ending, he said, it's okay, usually everything that, Dazai said, he said, usually everything that's beautiful in my life comes to an end, so I was expecting this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's, like, one of the only backstories we got on him being suicidal.
But
so,
even that's just, like, really vague.
I know, but, like, it gave us a clue. Okay. What did I just say?
Back to what I was saying about the Port Mafia. They don't give any interesting reasons about why...
Keep on talking.
About why people are in the Port Mafia. You just have to kind of assume that they're in the Mafia.
At least they explained how Chuya got into the Mafia.
Yeah, he was in another, like, gang.
The sheep.
Yeah. But no one had...
I guess... Include this.
I guess everyone who's in the Port Mafia...
Oh, there's, like, salt all over the couch now.
I guess just everyone who's in the Port Mafia is in the Port Mafia because they want to be in the Mafia. Like,
except for Kyoka, they kind of explained how she got into it.
Yeah, but, no one that probably joined it willingly, has an interesting reason why they are in the Port Mafia.
I mean, they probably did, they just didn't tell us.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. They don't say anything about that. Like, everyone's just, they are just Mafia members.
It looks like you're talking to no one.
I guess we're done talking about the movie.
Yes.
Did you also think the movie was the worst in this series? Because...
Probably.
I think that's how it should be.
I just really like this. I just really like the scenes of, like, Dazai and Chuya.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also about the movie, it takes place before season 3, but like it doesn't actually affect anything that happens in season 3. It's not important to the overall story
Yeah,
at
it could have
all.
just been an episode.
It didn't even need to happen.
Yeah.
Like, no one ever mentions, oh, remember when we almost all died?
And also, no, also he was just getting tortured.
Yeah.
Like, how did he even get there? Did anyone save him? Or, like, was he just like, that was when I used my claws?
That was when he used his claws.
That was when he used his claws.
I
That was
guess-
when I used my claws.
I guess we can talk about season 3 now. The backstory episodes in this season feel even more useless. Like, I did not need to know I did not need to know that Chuya was in another gang when there were even more gangs, and then he joined because of some reasons. Like and it contributes even less to season 3 than the backstory episodes in season 2 did.
At least we got to see his friendship. I mean, I wouldn't really say friendship. His relationship with Dazai.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the backstory episodes are all really just completely side stories. They don't contribute to the seasons that they are in. Which is my main problem with them. Like, they could be cool other seasons or like special episodes, but they just put them in the actual seasons of the show, and it just makes it worse because they don't do anything for the rest of the season. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about the movie was, remember the first scene is like the Port Mafia gang with Dazai and the guy from season 2 and Chuya on his bike, and they're all doing
That was at
stuff.
the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked that. It set up I was like, wow!
But like,
Stuff is happening. And then nothing with them happened.
I don't remember why that was in the movie.
I don't know, it just said a bunch of people were dying. I don't really think it had anything to do with the movie, to be honest.
Yeah,
It was
that's
just
kind
there.
of weird.
At least we got to see a funny scene of Chuya being like, piss off at Dazai.
Yeah.
Aren't
Okay.
those funny too? Like Chuya constantly getting mad at Dazai.
Yes.
And being like, I'll rip your face off or something.
Okay, season 3. I already talked about the backstory episodes. I think they are even more useless in this season. And then, but they were only 3 episodes this time.
Okay.
But then the 4th episode is the 4th episode is the one with the Russian guy.
Are we just numbering the episodes? Like, we're gonna make the 5th episode.
I don't remember
6th episode.
the other numbers.
Okay.
I just remembered those ones. But the episode with the Russian guy showed that the Russian guy was like smart. But I felt like they could have set him up as a villain better in this season. Like, if they showed him being more menacing instead of just playing a card game with one guy for an entire episode, and then he kills the guy by being smart. But they don't show him doing anything else that's like really that menacing. Other than he hacks the Moby Dick, but that isn't really that scary because you don't even know him yet.
Yeah.
The next thing I have written down is the funny episode with Higuchi and Gin.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite episodes. It's really funny.
Yeah, that episode is really funny. And it kind of contributed to a thought I have that I'm going to talk about later at the end of this season. But yeah, that episode was really funny. I like how they were both chasing after the same person. But I knew that woman was Gin the entire time.
Yeah.
But
I didn't. Okay, so I knew she was a girl from the moment I first saw her, and you didn't know she was a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that woman was Gin when you saw her, but I didn't know it was Gin.
I was like, it's a girl with Achigawa who has that color hair. It's probably Gin, but I'm not gonna say anything.
I didn't know that him and Octagawa were...
Her.
I didn't know that her and Octagawa were brother and sister until she was like, oh, so this whole time I've been chasing Octagawa's sister?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Why did they just say that they were siblings, but then they never had, like, any scenes together except for that one scene?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of
Yeah.
disappointing. But I guess the point is that the reveal is like surprising that they're siblings, and
Yeah.
this is like a joke kind of. But yeah, right when she ran off into like the alley, the back alley, I was like, yeah, it's Keen. She's gonna be putting on her outfit or something.
Her
And yeah.
outfit.
And yeah, she was like in the middle of tying up her hair and putting the mask on.
Yeah.
The next thing I have is that the cannibalism plot was cool.
It was.
I liked how they set up that they were both gonna have to fight each other, even though they end up stopping the fight. But they do have some cool scenes. There's the part where it's actually that guy making like a fake reality space, and it's actually just him alone against the Port Mafia.
Yes.
I thought that was gonna be like a hype fight, but then it was actually a smart move. And I was a bit disappointed, but I was also impressed at the smartness. I got really annoyed during the season about how people in the show are just able to dodge bullets. Like there's the scene.
The scenes where like the Port Mafia starts like power like shooting like all at the same time, and then there are scenes where Dawes is just like.
Yeah. The scene that really made me mad was when I think it's Atsushi and Kunikita are in like a tunnel. I think it's before the part with the girl who has the grenades around her neck.
Yeah.
But there's children with like a bunch of guns. They each have a gun, and they start shooting. And then Kunikita just like stands there for like 5 seconds, and then he grabs Atsushi and just they walk off into cover. And I'm like, this isn't Star Wars. It's not like they're using the Force to know when bullets aren't going to hit them. They're just like.
This isn't Star Wars.
This isn't Star Wars. And people seem to just not know how to shoot guns, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, in that scene that I was just talking about, the kids just keep holding down the triggers while the other people are in cover, and they don't run out of bullets for, like, a whole minute. And that's kind of weird. How they have infinite ammo, I guess.
Can we talk about the scene with the girl who wanted to protect her brother? The girl with the grenades.
Yeah, you can talk about that. Wait, first
no, you talk about it.
First, I want to say something about the guns. There's also a scene where some people are like hiding behind that rock, and they're getting shot at by the Port Mafia, and the Port Mafia is just continuously unloading their bullets into that rock. And then they stop firing, and they're like, why did they stop firing? And I said, like, maybe they decided that they can't shoot through this rock.
That was... I know what you're talking about.
But it was actually just the lemon guy coming out.
Yeah.
And I like the lemon guy, so.
And the music started playing. Okay, so the scene with the grenade, and...
The girl.
Yeah. That scene was really sad. Okay. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I lost all my brain power in a matter of 2 seconds. What are we talking about?
Is that all you want to say about the grenade girl?
Well, I wanted to say more, but now I feel under pressure.
You can just talk.
No!
Okay. The next thing I wrote was that the climax of this season was kind of disappointing. They have a fight with the Earthbender, but the fight wasn't that good. But I don't like any of the fights in this show, so...
No, you like some of
Except
them.
for the ones where Dazai and Kunikita are teaming up.
Yeah.
Specifically those fights. But yeah, the fight was disappointing, and then they didn't catch the Russian guy, and I was like, okay, season 4 is gonna happen. But then they do catch the Russian guy because Dazai was using the surveillance system that was set up in like a comedy scene. And I think that the fact that episode with the guy from the guild just getting lots of money through weird schemes, I think the fact that episode was actually important to the plot is kind of weird. Like, he probably shouldn't have
It
been
was
alive
funny
anyway.
watching him be like, and I bought this pot, and this pot.
But anyways, yeah, I thought the part where Dazai catches the Russian guy was cool, but the fact that he used a surveillance system that was from like a basically what I felt was a comedy scene is kind of weird because like it's using just a comic relief scene to win the fight.
But it was still cool.
And that brings me to my last point about this show. By the end of season 3, I think when they're like having a celebration, and Kyoka said something about killing people, probably about maybe she's gonna kill 36 people now. I was like, wow.
Stop.
I was like, wow, this show would be a really funny comedy if it was just all comedy.
Wow.
Because I was like, all these people have like weirdly specific powers. Octagawa could be like some villain who thinks he's really cool, and they could really make jokes about that. And then Kyoka has killed 35 people. That's already funny. And a lot of people in this show have like some really funny jokes that could be like gags throughout the entire show. Like Rompo has the thing with the glasses where it just shows like an actual ability thing when he's not actually using his ability. And I think that would be funny. But no, the show had to be a serious show instead of a funny one.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed by that because this show would have been really funny with all its weirdly specific powers, Americans, and how Kyoga has killed 35 people. That would be really funny.
That's so sad.
That's all I have to say about the general discussion of the show. So next is characters.
Who is your favorite character?
My favorite character is Kyoka, because she's killed 35 people, and also she's like, I think she's the most interesting character. She has the strongest moments out of the entire series. Like, all the strong moments from this show, for me at least, are with Kyoka. Like, just the 2 first episodes she's in are really good. They're my favorite episodes in the series. And then she has the sacrifice in season 2, which I think is the best part of season 2. And then season 3 didn't really have much good stuff. But yeah. Kyoka's my favorite character. Who's your favorite character?
Dazai.
Dazai, yeah.
Who's your second favorite character?
My second favorite character is probably Dazai. But honestly, after Kyoka, I don't think anyone else gets very close in like interestingness.
Okay, I like Dazai, and I like Kyoka too, but she's not one of my like top 2 favorite characters. But I do agree that she has the strongest moments. She's just not my favorite character because I don't know if they know what that means, but you know. Okay. My second favorite character is probably the Golden Demon.
Oh my god.
And you. If you watch the tier list, you'll know what I put. Okay, I like Ostushi too. Okay, who's your least favorite character?
My least favorite character is probably the guy from the movie who becomes the devil. I just really don't like that movie.
Yeah. I think I have to change my answer for my first favorite character.
Oh.
My first favorite character is probably the dragon.
Oh my god. The character development.
Yeah, the character development with the dragon.
The voice acting was
like,
just so good.
I know. When it spit that fire, it
Oh my
truly
God.
brought tears to my eyes. When it swallowed that building that Chuya was forcing down its throat because it wanted to kill itself to save the city. Wow.
Yeah. Best character.
That is what happened. Okay.
Why is there a dragon?
Okay, anyways. Should I say who my least favorite character?
Yeah.
My least favorite character. I have the same opinion as you.
The guy
Yeah.
from the movie.
Yeah.
If you want more talk about the characters, go to the tier list video, which came out a week ago.
Tier list. Wait, it came out a week ago?
a week ago from when this video is supposed to go
Oh,
up.
the people are seeing this video at a totally different era than
Yeah,
we're seeing it.
it's probably gonna go up in like 2 months. I haven't even released the Ava tier
Isn't
list
that
yet.
literally when a new school year is gonna start?
Yeah,
Whoa, no! What? Okay, this is
allegedly.
totally different than Bungou Stray Dogs. But this year is a simulation. And I... Okay. What I'm trying to say is, wasn't it just freaking March? And now
Yeah.
the next school year is about to start?
It's because of the coronavirus.
And other stuff. Crazy.
But yeah, I haven't the Ava tier list video, which is like the 7th video on this channel, maybe somewhere around there, is going up tomorrow.
We're also watching...
Actually, it's today because now it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because it's like midnight.
Okay, wait. Okay, so last thing. What shows are you watching right
We're
now?
not doing that yet. We're still
Aw.
talking about Bungou Stray Dogs.
I'm sorry.
We just got really off track.
Okay.
We said our characters. Next is favorite episodes and moments.
I feel like I already talked about that.
Yeah, we kind of already said this in the video.
Yeah.
My favorite episode is the first one with Kyoka, probably.
Yeah.
And the second one with Kyoka is also really good.
Is it
Those
okay
are my
that I
two
don't
favorite
feel like
episodes.
saying what I feel like my favorite episodes are again because I already said it?
Well, your favorite episode was the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. I don't know really what my least favorite episode would be, unless you count the movie as one episode of the show, because the movie was terrible. I think the movie is the worst part of the show, which I've already said that too.
The movie. Worst part of the show?
Do you have any specific... I guess we can't really talk about specific moments since we already talked about everything that happened, so... Anything else in
Next.
the show you want to talk about?
Nope.
Okay. What would you score the show as a whole?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Not including the movie.
Yeah. If I'm ignoring the movie, I would give the show like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
Is that higher than what you rated Awari no Seraph?
I gave Awari no Seraph like a 4 out of 10. A 3 or
That's
4.
like 1 point higher.
Okay, but I think the first season of Bungou Stray Dogs is a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
The other 2 seasons are like 5
Okay.
out of 10. The second, I think the third season is the worst season of the show. It's my least
I
favorite.
agree.
And then the movie is like a 2 out of 10. It's the worst part of the show. I've said that like 5 times now. The movie is terrible, don't watch it.
Well, you have to watch it.
You don't have to watch it, actually.
Okay.
It doesn't even do anything in the main story. That's our scores for the show.
Okay, now can we talk about what shows we're watching?
Yes.
Okay, you say yours first. And you have to point to the screen to show your boxes.
Okay, I'm going to show McKenna the next season...
You're pointing so high.
The next season
Okay.
of, or the second season of Kaguya-sama Love is War, which, when this video is being filmed, is actually still airing right now. I think episode 10 is out. And, yeah, so that's gonna show how old this video is.
Yeah.
What are you showing me, McKenna?
No, what shows are you watching right now?
Oh, like, what shows am I watching?
Put all of them. You gotta be like box, 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 box.
Okay, I put Kaguya-sama there. That's what I'm showing you.
But what shows are you
Yes.
watching?
I'm also watching Kaguya-sama Season 2.
Why are you
by
standing
myself.
up? Okay.
Right here, this is Sword Art Online. I'm watching it because it's like bad and I want to see how bad it is. And I want to watch YouTube videos about it. Let's see. I don't remember what other shows I'm watching.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm still watching Breaking Bad. Right here. Breaking Bad. I'm still watching that. I'm
Why are you
really
putting
need
so
to
much
finish
effort
that.
in this standing?
I have to point at the gaps in the wall.
Okay.
I don't remember what other shows.
Well,
I'm
can I
watching.
say
I'm
now?
watching- Yeah, okay.
I haven't finished this yet. I'm really close to finishing, but I'm watching this anime called Free right now. Like, free with an exclamation point. It's gonna be right above me, right?
Yeah.
And then, I already finished it. Actually, no, technically I didn't. because I haven't seen the new episode yet, but me and Chris are also watching Fruits Basket together.
Yeah, we're watching the 2019 version of Fruits Basket first season right now. McKenna's watching the second season, which is currently airing while we film this video.
And we already said this, but we're still watching Tower of God.
Oh, yeah. We still haven't watched the new episode.
Yeah,
and there's a new episode out today. Since it's Wednesday now.
Time is going by so quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that the end?
The next video will be about Happy Sugar Life.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be fun to make.
I have stuff to talk about in that, but not as much as this show, because...
Say he likes crazy girls, but doesn't like when I'm crazy. That's a TikTok audio.